Well, we're getting close to the border. I thought I had enough time to run through the 3-year-olds. I was truly impressed with a number of them this week. I gave you guys an update on Wednesday after we trained some of them hard, a number of the other horses. So this list will be comprised of a number of comments. A horse like Arson and Affection, been a mile and a half and 225. We'll continue to do that for a couple more weeks. Affection's first race is slated to be the Bobby Weiss at the Poconos, whereas Arson is a little bit later. I believe he's starting in the PA All-Stars, or the PA's, the first stake race in the Meadows, one or the other, I think. So there's other horses like Pull the Shoes we'll talk about. I trained in the race bike the other day. She looks very good. So a lot of jostling. Some horses I'm trying to get ready for that stake race in March, who I think are nice grassroots horses that'll have a decent summer right through for us. And other horses like Arson, Pickpocket, Memory and Imagination, they're not slated till May, so you're not going to see much movement from them in the next little while. Affection, mile and a half, 225. We'll hang out around there with her for a little while. April the 8th is her first start, I believe, or around thereabouts. So we'd like to have one start into her 1st of April. She fits in Elmwore's at 1 or 2. Elmwore's at 2 at the Meadows. So it would be a nice first start for her, I would think. Arson. Again, this guy grew, I guess, in totality, if you're going to say horses grew by a percentage, Arson probably had as much or more growth than anybody this year. Looks great. Eric said he's been training great. Again, around 225 and a mile and a half or thereabouts. Blanton's Blue, he's almost ready to win the race bike. Eric trained a mile and a half. I think I told him to go about a mile and 18 at a mile and a half the other day, and I think he did. So he's probably ready to win the race bike a mile and 2.8 soon. We'll probably have a series for him, I would imagine, in Saratoga or something, coming up at some point. Born to Dance, again, mile and a half, 225. We'll get him ready. Did not know his beginning training. I think Dominic said trained once last week, starts training full-time twice a week next week. Dominion, I watched Dominion train in 225 today. I knew he hit himself. He scalped himself. I know exactly why. I could see him doing it when he was in the mile. I would suspect Dominion will likely, when we can free up a spot here in Ohio, because we are jam-packed full, when we can free up another spot in Ohio, we might bring Dominion back over here. I just think in that deep track and first line, he struggles a little bit, and he'll fit. Again, he's a FaceTime Bourbon 3-year-old. There's no stakes for him. So we can race him wherever we want, whenever we want in the future. And overnights are fine, too. Don't talk about Bruno. He looks good. I saw him in the front stall. He'd grown up a little bit. Flattened up a little bit, shoulders went. I saw him. He was in the first stall when he went on the left.
On Deb's side?
Yes.
Okay.
He looked good. He looked really good. I believe he starts training this week also. Drebin has been in 25. As I said to Dominic, I had to remind Dominic of the calendar. We're trying to get the horses ready to race some of them, and he'd fallen a little bit behind. I thought he'd been in around 210 with Paycheck Princess. He'd only been in 218. He said she was going to go to Mohawk or train a mile in 2.8 at the farm this week. Drebin, again, had been in 225. A couple of them been in 25 that need to be a little quicker. They can catch up over the next couple of weeks. If we do sneak back over next week, oh no, we're in Florida. We're not sneaking over next week. The week after that, I will be coming over, and maybe I'll tell them I'll go Drebin also. I want to see how Dreb looks. Electric Line is in Miami Valley on Tuesday afternoon. We're going to move him down there. I hope he can do down there. This is... I like the horse. He's a likable horse, and the mile at the Meadows is great, but it only takes you so far. He needs to push forward a little bit more. Need a little bit of that work done on him this week. Stacy has him now down in Miami Valley, and I'm interested to see how he races on Tuesday. Flash Fly. Amy and I trained with Flash Fly. I had mounts, tactical mounts, and Flash Fly got her at the wire, but I just let her coast by, just so Flash Fly could tell her friends. But Tactical Mounts was awesome too. They were both very good. Very happy with both those horses. George of the Jungle, Johnny said trained in 30, I think, or 35 today.
35, I think. Yeah.
35. He said he's sound and he looks good, and I was very happy to hear that. Great Bet looks enormous. Enormous.
He still has, you know what's too.
Testicles? Are you sure?
Yeah. We were talking about
Good looking horse though. I like him. He looks nice. We're going to see how he trains down. Green Tea has been a mile and a half around 225, 230 also. I have not gone with him yet. Eric and Kathy have been working predominantly with him, but I will get to him very, very soon. Gypsy Hill at 1.5 miles again. Probably the Hackett is what we're looking at for Gypsy Hill. If I was to guess, that's what we're looking at having him ready for. Hallie in the Clouds qualified good the other day. She'll be in at Mohawk this coming week. I'm Fancy Like trained very good. I was really happy with what I saw from I'm Fancy Like this week. Again, 1.5 miles, 225 speed. International Spy. Give us a week. I'd like to defer any comments about International Spy for a week. I was happy with his mechanics in the mile, but he's got to do more. I want to get a look at his blood work and talk to Tim a little bit more. He'll race next week in the Meadows. Irresistible Sun was awesome the other day training. I told you guys, he didn't train that great for Jason the week before. We made a few little changes. As I said to Jason, strip him down. Forget that his name is International Spy, or Irresistible Sun. I already forgot. Irresistible Sun. He's just a horse training back. We hung him up accordingly. The horse looked awesome the other day. Jayport Beach Boy looks good. He is not trained yet, but he'll start training this week. Lonely Lakewood looked awesome. No knee boots or anything on the track, just bell boots.
He really
gigantic.
I know you said Arson did.
Not as much as him. Yeah, him and Arson are the most gigantic now. Lonely Lakewood looked great. Lover's Play, I trained her in 2.6 the other day. She was very good. Probably back her off to 1.5 miles Wednesday, stiff 1.5 miles in the jog cart Wednesday, another 1.5 miles on Saturday, and then I'll train her in the race bike the following week. We'll go back in the race bike 2.5, 2.6 with her. When she seems super comfortable at that speed, that's when we're ready to go on. She'll tell me. I won't tell her. Mick Paisley starts training in a week or so. Also, Mel Gibbswan, I trained at 1.5 miles, 2.25 the other day. I thought the horse looked amazing. Memory and Imagination trained good the other day for Eric. He was really happy with him. Now, Militant's been in 2.25. Him and Drebin can continue to train down. Both of them are they miss post parade a little bit. But I said to Dominic, move along, let's go. So Militant and Drebin will train next week together, I would imagine. Mounts for All, I like this horse a lot. He looked awesome training. Totally different horse. He looked very, very good training the other day. Want to get the Nexus cards? Where are we at here? Memory, Militant, Mounts for All. No Chance in Hill. I thought he raced good the other day. 2 minutes on a half-mile track. First lifetime start. What more can you ask for from that particular horse? I was really happy with him. There you go. I'm probably going to need my passport also.
This one is right.
Yeah, good.
If you they see it when you cross.
Yep. I have to show them my 01, my visa. Snap You, good qualifier the other day, drew the rail on Wednesday. Interested to see what takes place with her. I like this filly a little bit. Show me a little more. Paycheck Princess trained in 2.18 this morning. A little bit behind with her, but they can catch up. Pickpocket's been 1.5 miles, 2.30, I think 2.25. Eric was happy with him the other day. I'll go with him in another week or so. We'll see what's what. Prince Charmer, 1.5 miles, 2.25 also, looked very good. Now pull the shoes. I trained her in the race by 2.7 and a bit, 2.8, last half of 102, and she was super strong and very good. 1.5 miles Wednesday and Saturday. I'll come back in the race bike when I get back. Punch the Clock has been bred to Walner. No update yet as if she's in full. That'll probably take a couple of weeks, I would imagine. Purple People Eater, Eric went with her, said she trained good the other day. Very happy with her. Ready for Landing is a fresh gelding. We castrated him this morning. I gave in to the pressure, the peer pressure. Probably make a better horse for it. Really don't care. Trained in 2.25 today. Bobby said she trained good. Seasons of Love qualified. Is this closed? No. Seasons of Love trained the other day. Trained very good. Really happy with Seasons of Love. Qualified. I wasn't super happy. Last quarter in 33 seconds kind of got me a little bit, but next week. Sedona Hill trained good at 1.5 miles. This week she was very good. Sweeney trained exceptionally good also at 1.5 miles. Really happy with the way he's training. Timus on My Side is out for the next 3 weeks, and we'll be back soon. He'll be back soon in training, and Vaquero Blue Chip trained today in 2.15. Him and Victory are going to Mohawk this week. Harry said he was happy with them. Watch Your Mouth was very good. When he came back in, he was sound. He said he was jogging perfect and looked good. He probably won't train for another 3 weeks. Widespread Panic is in training right now. I want to go with him when he comes back.
Yes,
also.
I was going to suggest that.
Yeah. They said he's going better, but I want to go with him when I come in. And Winter Bells come in and looks gigantic. She is huge. Very, very big filly. So with that, I'm at the border. Literally at the border. I don't know why the thing is down.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to get in trouble.
Well, I don't. Maybe it's a shift change or something. There's a cop over there, so maybe she come out of there over to there. There we go. Anyway, we're in now. I will talk to you all very soon. Take care.